Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta on the U.S. Men's National Team Training Camp. Again, we appreciate your patience as we start late today. We are joined by Joe Scally and Gio Reyna. For those of you here in Atlanta, tomorrow we'll begin at 10 a.m. with our mix zone. The players tomorrow will be Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Anthony Robinson, and one other I'll tell you at the end of this call when I remember. If you'd like to get in the queue to ask a question, you can do so by virtually raising your hand. All right. We'll begin with Stephen Goff from Yahoo.
Hey guys, thanks for your time. Gio, how have you been able to balance the playing time situation at Gladbach coming into camp, and how do you think that affects you in the back of your mind? Do you worry about playing time impacting your national team status as the World Cup approaches? Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's always easier when you're playing week in and week out. In my case, it's not like that. Fortunate and, of course, always honored and happy to be back in with the coach's trust. But, yeah, if the opportunity comes up, I still feel very prepared to make an impact this camp on the field.
Next will be Jonathan Tanwell from the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, guys. Hopefully, I'm on a bit of a patchy signal. Hopefully the question comes through. Gio, it's for you, and it expands on the point you just made a moment ago about being in this camp and about wanting to win the coach's trust. We all know he's certainly put his faith in you, and you repaid it in November with a goal in one of the games then. And how significant it is to you that he's put his faith in you again, and how much do you want to repay it this time? Thank you.
Yeah, me and Mauricio have a great relationship. Speak often, and not just myself, but he keeps the whole vibes and sort of energy in this group and in this camp amazing. Yeah, it's always an honor to keep it simple to come back. Understanding sort of the club situation, and I guess you could say it was sort of one of his more difficult decisions, or I guess controversial decisions, to maybe bring me in. Again, can't appreciate it enough. Love this team, love this staff, love this group of people. So just always honored to be here. And yeah, of course, at the same time, I feel prepared regardless of the playing time situation at club. So if the chance comes up in the next two games, I have confidence in myself and the team that I can do some good things and make an impact to help.
Next will be Ron Blum from the Associated Press.
Hey, for Gio and some sense also for Joe, how does the vibe and the situation around the team feel the same and different from 4 years ago, leading up to Qatar, when you were much earlier in your national team careers, but it's still the same situation, trying to make a World Cup roster that you're never quite sure of until you get that last call?
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I think both of us have definitely grown as players. I think we show it on the field every time we're with our club or here with the national team. I think when we were at the last World Cup, we were 19 or 20. Yeah, so I forget how old. So we definitely grown from then. It's 4 years. Obviously, there's still pressure to make the team. I think we're both in such a good situation with the way we play when we're here or at our club. So I feel very confident and just very honored to be part of the team in this camp and hopefully future camps.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, I think obviously being a part of the group in the last 4 years, sort of seeing how everybody's grown individually and collectively here at the national team, we've made big strides. Yeah, I think we've taken a lot of things from the last World Cup, even though it did happen 4 years ago. Sort of learned a lot about ourselves and really felt like we had to grow up in that World Cup, as a lot of us were in our early 20s or late teens. So we hope to bring this with us and have a better showing if obviously we all get the chance in the summer.
You spend a lot of time wondering, worrying if you make the roster, or were you able to put that out of your mind?
I mean, when we're with our clubs, I think it's more focus on that and performing every single week and every training. And obviously, when we're here, there's pressure, of course. I mean, I think it comes with every sport or any job. But no, you believe in yourself and in your abilities. So I think once you're on the field, that kind of goes out the window.
Thank you.
Next will be Jeff Carlisle from ESPN FC.
Thanks, Michael. Hi, guys. Question for Joe. You played as a center back at times, a right back, a wing back. Where do you feel most comfortable, and where do you feel that you'll slot into this team? And what has Mauricio said to you about that?
Yeah, I think my most natural, or where I could feel best, is just a normal right back in a 4. Yeah, I've played multiple positions for my club or here at the national team. Yeah, like I said, here I can fit in as a right center back in a 3, right wing back. I played a little bit of left wing back this camp, so honestly filling in wherever the coach needs me, wherever I can get on the field. So I feel comfortable in them all, and yeah, I'm happy just to help wherever the coach needs.
Next will be Tina Servasio.
Hey guys, Gio and Joe from Fox 5 in New York. So I want to speak specifically to both of you coming up. Though it was a short time with New York City FC's academy, just looking over your careers. I mean, you quickly went into the pros, the fact that you're coming off, you're trying to make your second World Cup. How did that still create a foundation and a way to launch your career to get to this point when you look back to your young academy days in New York?
Yeah, I think to start off, I think that's where we really truly fell in love and learned the game at a high level. We were surrounded with a really good group of kids that were really competitive, and a lot are playing pro in different leagues. So and obviously great staff and coaches that really knew how to sort of bring the best out of us as early teenagers. Yeah, it's some of our best friends. It means a lot to us, that group of guys. Some of our best memories probably playing soccer. So yeah, New York and New York City means a lot to us, and that whole group was special to us.
Yeah, I got not much more to add to that. I think
Well
Gio's
done,
all
Gio.
points.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Covered it.
Thank you.
Next will be Sanjay Sujamthakumar.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks, guys, for your time. This one's for both of you. You guys both played with and against a lot of top European players at the club level for a while now. What do you guys think it's going to take to get results against these top European teams in a FIFA competition? It hasn't happened in a long time for the men's national team, and even in the friendly against Germany a few years ago, we saw some potential, but obviously still room to grow for sure. And then real quick for Gio, has Joe's German improved much, if at all? You guys have been there for a while now. Has he caught up to you yet, or is it still pretty bad? Thank you.
I'll answer that first one. He is definitely not caught up to me.
Be honest. You have to be honest.
Stop.
Be
You
honest.
have to be honest.
I understand everything.
He does not understand everything.
I
He
understand
understands
everything.
some things, but mine is clearly better, I would say.
I'd say it's better. I don't know if it's like
It's
bad.
clearly better. If there's any Germans who would back me up, it's clearly better.
What was the first part
But
of the
it's
question?
gotten better since he first came.
First part's about just playing top European teams. What you guys think it's going to take to get results against them. It's been a while since you've had a test like this. It's probably the Germany game a few years ago. So, yeah, what it's going to take, because it hasn't happened for the U.S. in a long time in FIFA tournaments.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of guys on the team all playing in top European clubs, so we play these players kind of every single week. I think we all perform at the highest of level, so I think if we just trust ourselves on the field, we go out as a team. I think we've showed against Uruguay, against Paraguay, even when we played Brazil a couple years ago before Copa America, that we have it in us, we can beat any of these teams. So I think it's just showing our abilities on the field.
Next will be Alexander Admos from The Guardian US.
Thanks, Michael. This one's for Gio. You had a great camp in the November window, got the goal, got the assist. Was there anything, as you've reflected upon that time, that in particular that you felt Mauricio, the team, your teammates, the support staff, anybody did to create the environment where you could have that kind of a performance, despite the club situation that you talked about earlier? Granted, I know you were getting more minutes then. Yeah. And are you getting that sort of same vibe this time around? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, just to be honest, I just get a pretty good and confident feeling from the people here and the staff. Want me to be myself, want me to enjoy my game, enjoy my playing. So it's simple. Of course, there's guidelines that he wants me to sort of stay within reason, but he gives a lot of freedom to the attacking players, and I think we really appreciate this because most attackers enjoy freedom. But yeah, it's sort of hard for me to say if he's creating again because he's just being who he is and sort of creating this environment sort of every time I've been in camp. So it's not really him creating anything else. It's just him being himself and giving great energy to the group and just, not just him, but the whole staff. Coming in, it's a great group of guys. So it makes my life easy. Try to do the same for the others and give them confidence and, anything to help the team to win.
Take a couple more questions. Continue with Charlie Bone from MLSsoccer.com.
Hi, thanks to both of you for your time. You've both spoken over the years, going back to the last cycle, about the brotherhood that the group has and the team has. And I'm sure that that's always strong no matter what, but in this camp there may be players competing directly with one another for World Cup roster spots. So I just wonder how the bonds kind of exist in that environment where maybe it gets a little cutthroat.
Was it? Yeah. In the end, we're a team. Obviously, we're all competing for a spot on the World Cup roster, but each training, everything's intense. There's always competition in all pro sports, but we're a team. We want what's best for the team. We're all going to play for the team before ourselves, and I think that's one thing that the group has shown. We've shown it in past camps, and if you try your best, you do your best, you're going to do the best, obviously, for the team and for yourself.
Last question today comes from Andrew Jones.
Thank you, Michael. As always, first for you, Joe, was on the field when Gio was able to score that header against Paraguay, and all y'all gave him the mild celebration there. You talk about how fun that moment was, and what's the song right now that gets you fully hyped into playing? And for you, Gio, a question for you in regards to the song, any song that gets you hyped right now, and what's the most underrated part of Joe's game in your mind? So for you first, Joe.
For Gio's goal, obviously we're all pumped. First minutes of the game, we get up 1-0, and I've been playing with Gio now for the last 10, 12 years, and every day at club, so I was very happy and pumped, not only for Gio, but for all of us, because we've put so much into the training week before that, and to be rewarded early on in the game, it was awesome. And for a song,
He is the worst music taste.
I really can't.
He doesn't
even tell
listen
you.
to music.
I don't know. Well, I drive with Gio in the car to training every day, so the song choice has got to be with. Gio's gonna answer that. Yeah.
He's not a DJ.
I just put on today's top hits.
And then most underrated thing about Joe's game. I don't know. I don't really know what's underrated about him. Obviously, I know what he has good qualities, but I guess obviously I see it every day, so it's hard for me to say what's really underrated, I guess, maybe in the public eye. I'd say maybe his... I really don't know what's underrated about him. Maybe his dribbling. I've seen him in small-sided games, and he's got some pretty decent 1v1 ability in dribbling, and he's really enjoying that. I'm saying that to him right now for sure. And song to get me hyped up, I don't really need to listen to anything really too motivational or anything to pump me up. I just enjoy music. I could be listening to anything from Drake or Olivia Dean or sort of whatever it is that I'm enjoying to listen to. But recently it's been Olivia Dean that's been on my Spotify.
In the car.
He can second that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once again, we really appreciate your patience today. Again, if you're here in Atlanta, please try to arrive tomorrow by 10 a.m. where it will be Falarin Balogun, Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, and Anthony Robinson. And then, of course, the press conference at approximately 1 p.m. with U.S. Men's head coach Mauricio Pochettino. Thanks, guys.